I think Toyota has, in particular, worked very hard to convince people that hybrids are similar to electric vehicles when they're not. I see hybrids as just a marketing ploy to be able to sell what are essentially petrol vehicles with a small battery and a motor just attached on the back. And I think there was some research that came out in Europe a couple of years ago showing that a lot of the hybrids in operation, that they're not getting anywhere near the emissions reductions that they're claiming to as well. So I think like some of these car companies that do sell hybrids, I think they're guilty of misleading a lot of customers around the potential benefits of hybrids. And as you say, like there's no reason to go hybrid anymore. Like the range on fully electric vehicles is most people need already. I don't think hybrids should be getting any incentives, government incentives, or you shouldn't be able to share the EV, the bus lane.
Yes, in Australia it is not. I think it's not part of the government subsidy and everything else. But here in the Philippines and many other jurisdictions, they are, because the lobby group gets to get in.
It's happening in Australia as well. Like in Sydney, hybrids are able to drive in the transit lanes around Sydney. So they do get a little blue EV sticker to go on the license plate. And I always get frustrated when I see hybrids with an EV sticker on the number plate. I think more and more people are talking about it and pointing it out now. Hopefully the government does change position on that soon. Yeah.
It's a petrol car with an option of when you're sitting on a traffic jam. Yeah, electric motor runs the car.
Yeah, exactly. I think any car with an exhaust pipe, a petrol car, fundamentally.
That's a good definition. Yeah. Any car with an exhaust pipe. A lot of people I was reading this morning, they buy these plug-in hybrids, but then it takes only a certain part of your electricity input. So you ultimately just run it as a gasoline car with a tiny battery. And then, of course, when you do maintain, you have to maintain both the drivetrains eventually.
Yeah, exactly. So are you seeing uptake growth in EVs in the Philippines? Are you starting to see some of the Chinese brands coming in, like BYD?
Yes. BYD is everywhere. I think they must have sold in the last few months alone 10,000 plus units. Tesla officially came in. They also selling, I forgot the last time they mentioned 30 to 50 of Model Y a day, which is tiny number, but again, still quite significant for this country. Chinese, every model is there.
Yeah, wow. Yeah.
It's quite daunting in a sense that where it's going to lead.
Yeah, a lot of them being produced, I guess they're being manufactured in China as well.
Yes, all manufactured in China. It's very hard to compete with the Chinese manufacturing because I'm sure they have a tremendous scale advantage.
Yeah. Hopefully that does change. China's growth of electric vehicles and batteries in general is just staggering. So yeah, hopefully it's the last of it coming soon.
Yeah, the way it might also change if in upstream China, they decide to give incentive for these manufacturers to go electric. And then as the supply sort of runs out in these downstream countries, then people will start switching. I don't think these countries are small. They are mostly price takers and sort of market. They cannot do anything about the supply situation.
So it's probably going to be like the Chinese domestic market that ends up driving the production. Yeah,
I think so. And now it was unthinkable, maybe even 10 years back, that Australia will become the largest showcase of Chinese-made electric vehicles, no? Because Australia may be the largest for the right-hand
yes,
as well. Because so people ask me in some of the Commonwealth countries that which Chinese model do you think we want to do pilot? I say just go to Australia and just find out, drive around, because the right-hand vehicle may be limited in supply, but only place they are in Australia, you can buy almost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. It's actually a benefit that we don't have a car manufacturing industry here anymore. So there's no tariffs on them like in the US. I think in the US there's a 100% tariff on Chinese EVs now. So,
and then also BYDs of the world. You cannot buy BYD in US. You get NIO, because NIO is a listed company in US. I don't know. I think so. Again, I could be wrong.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting. And we're quite lucky not to have a government that's willing to put tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles. So hopefully we start to see more coming in.